everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of the Amber Army Viewers Exiles EFL Best 11 series. Now, thank you for those who've participated so far. We now have a goalkeeper and 3 centre-backs, and I'm going to reveal who won the vote to become the 3 centre-backs. Obviously, by the end of this series, we will have a full 11, which will be you the viewers. It is your choice of the best Exiles, so obviously not including the Ironsides, but it's the Exiles best 11. So, with the highest amount of votes, with 8 votes, Mickey Demetriou gets his spot. The second highest was 6 votes, which was Ben White. So Ben White gets in as well. And then there was a tie, Mark O'Brien and Regan Poole. So all ties will be settled by myself. I don't put my own votes in, but ties will be settled by myself. And for one right-footed volley, I've decided to grant Mark O'Brien the last spot into the team, which is unfortunate for Regan Poole, because I'd have liked to have seen him in that team. But you can't take anything away from Ben White or Mickey Demetriou. Other people who got votes, Darren Jones had 3 votes. Ismail Yakubu had 2, and quite surprisingly Dan Butler had 1 as a centre-back. I want to give a couple of honourable mentions to 3 players who played central defence for us during the Football League. Of course, Andrew Hughes I rated very highly. I always seen him stronger as left-back personally until we got into the Football League, where he played centre-back in that first season. I thought he was phenomenal. Then he obviously had a good season the following season. I think he played 1 season under Terry Butcher and then Sheridan and Feeney before going off to Peterborough and has now ended up at Preston. So Andrew Hughes has to get an honourable mention. I thought he was phenomenal, and quite surprised he didn't get any votes, but there's left back still for him. Byron Anthony, obviously his career had to get cut short whilst with us after breaking his leg against Brighton. Feel really bad for him for that, but at least he still had a good involvement with the club following that. But I don't believe he's with us anymore on the coaching staff of the academy. But even though we never got to play much Football League with us, I still want to give an honourable mention to Byron Anthony because of how important he was to us being in the Football League. You know, and the fact that he did play in the Football League would have qualified him for the opportunity to be part of this. And then obviously Fraser Franks, again, who I think would have been with us last season if it wasn't for him having a quit. Again, with an illness like Mark O'Brien. I wanted to give him a special mention as well, of course. I thought he was absolutely quality for us during that season that he was with us. It was just a shame he had to call it a day in the middle of that season. So, on to the next now then, guys, where we will now be filling our fullback positions. So you're going to be choosing your left back and your right back. Considering this, because we've gone with the 5-3-2, these will be more of a wing back type. So you may be looking at filling the spot with the person you think is better going forward rather than defending. But then at the same time, there might be someone within who you might think, actually, you know, even though they're stronger points defending, they're an absolute legend of the club and they deserve to be in that spot. You know, like Andrew Hughes, for example. But I'm going to give you a few suggestions, you know, just to sort of, jig your memory somewhat. So at left back, you know, the obvious choices would be someone like Butler or Sandell or Andrew Hughes. We also had Scott Barrow, I thought had a great 1 season with us. And, of course, Ryan Haynes, I felt, had a good season with us last year. But then at left back, we haven't had too many strong players, you know, that have given an awful lot of competition to the obvious choices like your Butlers and your Sandells and your Hugheses. But then, you know, it's up to you guys at the end of the day. And then obviously we're doing the right back as well. So that'll be Robbie Wilmot, right wing back. Ryan Jackson, of course. David Pipe, of course. Danny Holmes, Barnum Bob. Jazzy Barnum Bob. So just a few suggestions for you. There may be someone else you might think of. Obviously, Baker's barely played for the club, so he couldn't really be considered. Same with Ledbetter. But then the people who were in that position before them, I think your obvious choices there would probably be like Ryan Jackson or David Pipe. But I got a feeling I know who's going to get right back. you know. And if that is the case, the obvious choice for captain comes right at the very end of the series. The captain is chosen last, and is basically chosen between the 11 that is actually chosen in the team. So, like I said, team's starting to shape up somewhat nicely now. We got our goalkeeper, we got our 3 centre backs. Now it's time to fill the left and right back roles before we move on to the midfield. So guys, same drill as before. So those of you who've voted so far, thank you for your participation in this. For those who haven't voted for any of the positions so far, unfortunately there's nothing that can change the goalkeeper and the centre backs, but you have got the opportunity to have your say throughout the rest of the team. So I think like 10 people voted this time. I think 6 or 7 voted for Joe Day unanimously. So, you know, make sure not just yourselves, but try and get other people involved as well. Make sure as many people as possible get their say. Make this a substantial vote and see who will come out on top and become our new left back and right back for the Amber Army Viewers Exiles EFL Best 11. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Go and make your votes, and I'll see you next time, where we would have filled the left and right back positions, and then we move on to the midfield. So yeah, thanks again guys, cheerio for now, and as always, up the county. Many thanks for watching the latest content on the Amber Army channel. Please make sure you leave us a like, make sure you subscribe for more content, both for the neutral football fan and also plenty of Newport County. Even more Newport County content can be found on the club's iFollow channel on the link above. It is just £4.49 per month to subscribe to that service. And those of you feeling extra generous can also support us on Patreon on the link at the bottom there. That would be a monthly donation of your choice. Thank you again, make sure you've subscribed, and as always, up the county.